However, did you really think you could just walk off with that? I'm sure Mast will be quite pleased with you, for what incredibly little that's worth. Is Mast outsourcing its help now? How droll. You seem to have wandered off. Mentally, if not physically. It's had the unintentional, but not unwelcome, side effect of weeding out people who can be timid about doing business. To think? About what exactly? If you have something, you should pass it along so that I can make sure it's taken care of. If you're here to make unfounded allegations, it seems you'll have to get in line. Good. I'm glad we understand each other. Do you have something for me? I appreciate your enthusiasm for your work, but I do a little more research before casting aspersions. I'm sorry. What? We'll have this solved in short order. Someone has indeed been using this location through which to route electrical power. It is not the Trade Authority. Be my guest. What do you think you're doing? It's a shame you had to go and get security involved. Put that back! I'm sorry to hear you say that. I was trying to be sincere. Then I'm afraid you'll find nothing illegitimate here to report to her. And I'd ask that you pass along my request to stop these silly games. Help! Murder! If it isn't Sarah Morgan, and here I was having such a nice day. I'll be certain that Mast gets what it needs. But I trade in valuable information. I suspect you're going to find some. We frequently post cargo running jobs up on the mission boards around town. With lots of infrastructure already in place, ample storage, and discreet access to the spaceport, it makes sense to stay. Miss Reyes has suggested that this means it's somehow no longer her responsibility. I frankly don't care. I want to find this person. I thought the name made it rather obvious. We are the authority on trade in the settled systems. One never knows when information might be useful. I've had my suspicions for a while, and have been keeping detailed notes, which I'm happy to share with you. For now, though, what do we do next? I suppose you're here with her. Help! Someone's being attacked! Pickpocket! Stop! Of course, of course. Well, clearly there's more work to be done. Well, Miss Reyes, I apologize for not taking this matter more seriously. I assure you I will eagerly assist in getting to the bottom of this. You're going to hand over what you've discovered, yes? So, what'll it be? I will make it worth your while to take a look at what you found. My dear, why in the world would I want to break the law? And Galbank, no less. I do quite enough business with them as it is. As I said, I have been aware of the issues with the power grid for a while now. I've been taking notes, and Miss Reyes will be able to verify their authenticity. A visit from Mast. How delightful. You'll have to remind me of your name, dear. I'm afraid I can't keep track of all you little worker drones. I'll take that, thank you. If this is some sort of bargaining tactic, I assure you it won't work. Whether it's bulk cargo, specialty items, or individual requests, we make sure things get where they need to go. This was a fun little adventure, don't you think? Why don't you continue the work you've been doing with an assurance that the Trade Authority will compensate you for your time? There are more important things you should be doing right now, you know? I presume you've been assisting Miss Reyes in tracking down this little problem. Someone do something! I'm quite eager to learn what you find out there, but that necessitates you being out there. What do you think you're doing? Adequately done. Oh, it's nothing to me, but I'm sure someone lost a lot of credits on that mess. Huh. We're just gonna stand here and look at each other, are we? We have shipping lanes across the settled systems and deal with nearly every major corporation and faction there is. Sorry, all sales are final. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some other matters to attend to. Thanks for your business. What are you doing? Thanks for your business. Well, Miss Reyes, it's been such a pleasure having you here. I'll be sure and pass along my compliments to your superiors. Do you mind? This is my private office. No one she's sent so far has had any hint of a sense of humor, so either she's getting craftier or you're not working for her. Miss Reyes and I have both noted that the next node in this trace is not on any of the current diagrams. The Trade Authority has access to goods and services no one else does. No one. Miss Reyes is still collecting the necessary diagrams and blueprints to accurately assess the situation. I would very much like to know who that is, and why they thought they could get away with it. That depends. If you have a ship and are willing to haul cargo, then we've got some work. Otherwise, you're gonna have to be more specific.
And may I see this evidence of yours?
How predictable and disappointing. Don't worry, I'll make sure Mast gets whatever information they require. If there's something you need, no matter what it is, either I have it or I can get it. You can't possibly be serious. Are you looking at the same diagram I am? 47B is obviously the next one. It's on the same level. Clearly, the source must be inside that residential tower. Consider that as you head towards the residential district. We can't pinpoint the source yet, but it's somewhere over there. If you need anything else, you know where to find us. I guarantee you the Trade Authority will pay well. Thank you for all your hard work and for handing over that data. Please. If, however, you are here under false pretense, say, sent by one Miss Tsang of UC Distribution. Oh my god! Hello? Is this functional? I insist that you provide updates for any suspicious activity. Is that clear? Hey! Get that back! We've been in New Atlantis for a very long time. Before most things topside were built. Check them out. I've heard our jobs pay well, and on the off chance that's not what you're looking for, well, I can't really help you then. I admit I'm also quite curious to know what they're up to. Aren't you? Someone help me! Yes, I've been expecting you. Hey, give that back! I'm glad you made the right decision. Thing about the trade business? Who you know matters as much as anything else. Presumably, you're the one who's been doing the field work, so I believe you'll find there's another junction box out there in the well that needs your attention. Hey, that isn't yours! Oh, please. You won't find a better selection or more reasonable prices anywhere. Many different parties use the mission board to post jobs for freelancers and the like. For example, the Trade Authority uses them to post cargo hauling jobs. This will make for some entertaining late-night reading. Oh my, someone was attempting to hack Galbank? And at a glance, it appears they may have had some success. Well, in any event, thank you for a wonderful diversion from my usual work. Please, let me know if I can assist you further. The Trade Authority will not forget what you've done for us. Help! I'm being attacked! Anyway, nice to see you. Why exactly are you standing here instead of assisting us? Don't try that again. Oh, I'm not. I thought I made that clear. Someone evidently decided it was a good idea to try and frame me for whatever is going on. You'll forgive me for saying so, but I really did think you were smarter than that. It's a real shame you didn't give me a chance to review what you found. Nothing at all. The Trade Authority appreciates your visit. I'm true to my word. Mast will get their data once I've had a look. Here's your package. And don't worry, I've already corrected the ownership record for you. Welcome to the Trade Authority. If you're here on legitimate business, I would be more than happy to help you. We've reached the conclusion that it must be somewhere on the surface, outside the well. I appreciate that you've listened to reason. The junction box should be just nearby. But really, do you honestly believe I'd go to this effort if I were somehow responsible? I'm going to ask you to wait here a moment. I'll be right back. I very much doubt that. You'll usually find mission boards in bars, typically ones nearest a spaceport. You might be able to find them elsewhere, but that's your best bet. I'll look this over and make sure that Mast gets just as much as they need, not a bit more. I'll coordinate things here with Miss Reyes. With Mast's access to the grid, we'll find out who did this soon enough. And why. Yes, fine. Let's move on. Before she returns, I'm going to make you an offer. Whatever you find at the end of this path, you bring it to me first. Perhaps, but I'm quite confident in my business, and I refuse to be intimidated. Then my disclaimer doesn't apply. And I hope we have what you need. Not the first or last time for him, I'm sure. You do keep such interesting company these days. Oh, for heaven's sake. That's mine! Give it back! And I can begrudgingly confirm that she's reading them correctly. Yes, of course you are. And what was it you were accusing me of with absolutely no evidence? It's cliche, but it's true. Everything has a price. And whatever it may be, I can afford it. Pleasure dealing with you.